What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at every shoe in my collection that I have bought over the course of 2022, and I don't think a lot of you guys realize that I am into shoes like that, but as you can see here, I have a lot of them. So I'm going to go over all of the different ones that I have and why I'm into sneakers like that. But if you guys enjoy this type of content, you got to let me know, and I'm definitely down to make more sneaker head kind of videos, more hype beast, whatever you want to call this. But this is something that I enjoy, so I'm going to make a video about it. Okay, so starting off our collection, we are doing our top 5 sneakers. And this isn't even a sneaker. This is probably the most interesting shoe you will see all video, but this is a fully 3D printed slide. This is made by ASIC, and it's honestly one of the coolest and most comfortable shoes I've ever seen. It's fully flexible, the cushion is insane, and again, it's fully 3D printed. Okay, next up in my top 5 is honestly one of the shoes that got me into collecting in the first place. When I got this shoe in hand, I just knew that this is honestly one of the coolest sneakers I've ever seen. This is the Jordan 1 Mocha. It isn't new, and it's pretty used, but honestly, one of my favorite sneakers ever. So yeah. Okay, next up in my top 5, I have my PSG Jordan 5 lows. They are kind of this beige, like tan colorway. And honestly, they go well with pretty much anything. I will say these are a bit pricey, coming around to like $200 retail, but I wear them almost every day, and honestly, I think they look so clean. All right, next up in my collection, a lot of you guys probably recognize this box, but this is a Jordan 4 Military Black. It's honestly one of the cleanest colorways for the Jordan 4, in my opinion. As you can see, it is super vibrant, and it honestly pulls off the Jordan 4 model really, really well. It goes pretty much with anything, and honestly, probably the favorite shoe in my collection if I didn't have this right here. Okay, and coming in at my number 1 spot is the Jordan 1 Chicago Lost and Found. This shoe was actually one of the few that I was lucky enough to hit when they first dropped. They look honestly gorgeous. They're my size. Everything is perfect about them. But the one thing is, I haven't worn them. I'm scared to wear these because they are reselling for around like $400 currently. And I don't know, they're just gorgeous. Okay, so next up we have our Nike Dunk collection. These range from being high to low tops, and they range from new to used. These are my pair of used Panda highs. I don't have the lows because I can't, for whatever reason, get them for retail, and I refuse to pay resell on those, which is like $200. Okay, next on this list we have another Dunk high. This honestly is probably the favorite of my Dunks that I do have. This is the light chocolate colorway, and honestly, it's pretty solid materials. It's mostly suede. I don't know if it picks it up on camera, but ever since I got my Jordan 1 Mochas, they kind of do the same for my outfit, so I need to wear these more for sure. All right, we are now in the Dunk Low territory. This is the Arizona State colorway. That is so vibrant on camera. It kind of looks like Cavalier colors, but yeah. Okay, so next we do have another low. It is a orange and green colorway. Again, super vibrant. It doesn't do the best job picking it up on camera. It's a more of a dark orange. And I believe this is called the Florida colorway. I think it's Florida State, something like that. I love the color orange, so this was a necessary cop for me. And I was able to get those for retail. All right, going back into the high, we have the premium UNC blue Dunk high. Honestly, haven't worn these yet. When I find a good outfit, I definitely will rock them. But again, I buy all these for retail because I am on my computer when these go live because I edit early in the morning. And then if I don't end up wearing them, I resell them. So Okay, for the next one, we have another brand new Panda High. Nothing special about that, but I was able to hit it when it first dropped, and I've kept it new since. Okay, and finalizing our dunk collection, we have another low, and it's honestly kind of like the Panda colorway, but it has a fuzzy swoosh, and it's more of a gray pattern. There's actually some hair on here, but as you can see, it's pretty cool. Definitely love wearing these, and they're super clean. Moving on to the next part of my collection, it's actually a Pokemon collab with Puma. And they released 5 different sneakers under different Pokemon. The first one is Pikachu, which is honestly super sick. We have the Charmander one right here. Charmander's on the tongue there. We have a Bulbasaur one with Bulbasaur, obviously. Very clean. And then my favorite, which is the Squirtle one with a transparent sole here. And there he is on the tongue with a water droplet on the back. And then there is a 5th one with Gengar, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, I can't get my hands on it. All right, these next 4 shoes are some of my favorites. They almost made my top 5, but at first we have this Jordan 1 Low, and this is the UNC colorway. Very clean, has the black, and honestly, super wearable and able to be matched super clean. Going along with that, we have the Coral colorway. Both of these I was able to pick up for retail online, and they're reselling for, I believe, $30 or $40 more than I paid. So honestly, super cool. All right, next up we have probably the most unique box of them all. If you are into sneakers or rap or music at all, you probably know that We the Best is DJ Khaled's signature line. So essentially, this box has his name and brand all over it, but these are the Jordan 5s. I believe it's a salmon colorway. I really like these, but the general consensus that these were kind of mid, but I haven't worn them yet, but I think they are really super clean. And let me turn down the color so that you guys can see that perfectly. Very clean. Okay, next, I was also able to get these for retail. I know I have a lot of Jordan ones. You don't need to remind me, but this is the Pollen colorway. Super clean, very different from all my other shoes. I don't really have yellow in my wardrobe, but when I do, I will definitely rock these. Okay, next we are going to be talking about our Jordan 1 mids and lows, and this is the shoe that actually got me into collecting. I was in the mall, I saw these for retail, and I'm like, these are really clean. And I come to find out that Jordan mids aren't as desirable. I didn't really know too much about it, but after buying these, as you guys can see, it kind of got out of control. Yeah, these are super clean. I don't wear them all that often, but it goes really well with my red flannel, so that's when I wear it most. And similarly with the next shoe, I bought this as my second pair, and I love orange, and also got this at the mall. Super cool. And yeah. Okay, next up we're going to be talking about my Jordan 1 lows. I already showed a few of them, but here is a tie-dye colorway. Here is a wear away colorway, which honestly is kind of funky looking. It has like a sherbet almost interior and then a brown exterior. Super clean. And then we do have this like elephant print with the blue and the gray, and then the blue under. So very cool. To finish off my Jordan 1 lows, we do have this Barcelona colorway, and then we do have this gray and coral colorway. Okay, next up are 2 shoes that I actually got off Poshmark. We have a red and a blue version. I believe they are called the Legacy 316, and honestly, they pretty much go with anything. They're almost like a hybrid of like the Jordan 4 with a Jordan 1 upper. It's honestly super clean, and yeah, I get a pretty good amount of wear into these. Okay, we are down to our last 10 shoes or so. The first one is actually a oh is a classic Air Force One. Just the white on white. Can't go wrong with it. It goes with everything. They are starting to get pretty dirty at the bottom, but that happens with the Air Force One. Next up is honestly one of the most underrated Jordans in my opinion. This is called the Center Court, and it is on the Nike website still for half off, which I thought it was a crazy deal for brand new shoes for 50 bucks that look this clean. I don't think they resell for anything, but I will definitely wear these at some point, and honestly, a good pickup. The next two shoes are my skate shoes. These are, I actually don't know the model, but they're SB Force something. And I love the colorway with the blue / purple orange. And then obviously you got to have a pair of Vans. Vans are a classic. I do have brown, and then somewhere in my closet I have a black pair, but you need a pair of Vans. Okay, next up is probably one of the shoes that I actually do in fact regret buying. These are the Grinch shoes. They have custom insoles, and then they look like this. And honestly, it's not the fact that it looks bad, but it's the fact that I don't think I would ever choose to wear this over my other shoes. But they made so many pairs of these that it's not gonna resell for anything. But the Forum itself is a comfy shoe for sure. So maybe one day I will have to roll these out. Okay, going along with that is actually another Adidas. We have another Forum, and these were only, I believe, like 40 bucks. And they were close enough to the Panda Dunks that everyone are wearing that I was like, there's no way I should pay $200 for those when I can get these, which are more comfortable and honestly just as stylish. I don't like how it's kind of solid black here, but other than that, pretty solid pickup, and I wear these probably twice a week. This one is actually a Billie Eilish collab with Nike. They made an Air Force. They have a beige and a green colorway. On the shoe, there's different patches of fabric that at some points you can like almost pull it back a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very detailed for an Air Force. Now, will a lot of people notice the detail from far away? Probably not, which I think a lot of people are gravitating to the beige colorway because there's this stigma of black Air Forces or dark colored Air Forces. But I think these are different enough to be considered cool, and I enjoy them a lot. Okay, up next for the only New Balance in my collection, it is a 574 that my grandma bought me during Christmas. Honestly, super duper clean. I've said that about almost every shoe that I have, but these go great with shorts, and I need to get more into New Balance because they are somewhat comfortable. They just don't scream like you need New Balances. Like, I feel like if you see a person with New Balances, they're like almost dad shoes, and I don't know if I'm on that wave yet. Let me know what you think. Okay, we are down to our last three shoes. This is the Jordan 36, which is a big jump from where we were looking at the 1s and the 4s. This is mainly for hooping. I haven't used them yet, but still very cool. Okay, for our second to last shoe, we have a Jordan 13. I do not know the specific name for the colorway, but has white laces, white tongue, and then red with gray accents. Super cool looking shoe. I don't know that it looks all that great on me, just because the nature of, like, I don't know what you would call this, but I did want to get a pair of 13s, and these only cost me, I believe, around like 60 bucks. Okay, and finally, our last shoe in our collection are Heelys. I was actually randomly out with my buddy around Christmas time, and we were looking at shoes, and then he saw Heelys, and then he was like, we should get matching ones. So when we went, there was snow all over the place, and we didn't want to ride them around in the mall, which we probably should have in hindsight. Um, but we have matching Heelys, which is pretty cool. Yeah, these were definitely a waste of money. As you guys can see, we have all the shoes we just went over back here on my ping pong table. But if you guys are wondering why I have so many shoes, it's just because it's something that I enjoy. And when you're at a point in your life like I'm at, when you have enough money to buy whatever you want, it's cool to buy things you weren't able to afford growing up. And now, basically, what I do is when I had a successful day on YouTube and felt like I did a good job and saw my analytics and my performance, I would buy a pair of shoes. Not every day would I do this, but as you can see, as you see the pile get bigger and bigger, it makes you want to work harder and harder. So that's why, honestly, it led me to hitting that milestone over here. It was kind of similar when I was collecting Pokemon cards. I still kind of do. So I have a whole bunch of Pokemon cards that I've built up over the past year. But I do plan on selling a lot of these, and my collection is worth more now than when I bought it, because I got 90% of these for retail or less, which is honestly pretty cool in my eyes. But I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, I could have used this for X, Y, and Z. But in my perspective, it's totally worth it to me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this style of content. If you want to see more sneaker videos, I think if this does well, maybe we'll put it on the main channel. But if not, we'll put it on my second channel. So definitely go sub over there. It's just Luke Restifo. That's my real name. But yeah, let me know your comments down below what you would rate my collection 1 through 10, what your favorite shoe that I have is, if I absolutely wasted all my money, and I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it was different. If you want to see anything else from me, just let me know, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.